Welcome back to the Water Cooler. We're gonna talk about some players to stay away from right now.
Players that suck because they have upside and potential, and they haven't been good for years,
Or they're
they
in,
just
like,
have never been good.
Or they're in a really bad situation. Yeah, they could have been good, but this year they just no. All right. Starting off,
With Gordon Melvin
Gordon Melvin.
of the Broncos.
You know, it's his contract year. He's old. Javonte Williams is rumored to start week 1. We don't know about that yet, but you know he's going to take his job during this season.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of when.
Well,
You know, what?
well, first things first. Last year was the best case scenario for him on the Broncos. Because look at this, you already had Lindsey there, which they were somewhat committed to, but they didn't even have a pick on him. He was undrafted.
Right.
But then you have Javonte Williams in there,
Yeah.
and he's a second-round pick. Like he has draft capital. Like
Yeah, I mean, they obviously
they're
took
not
it.
wasting that on Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
They obviously took Javonte to replace Melvin Gordon. Yeah, I mean, Melvin's in a
He
really
was a-
bad situation,
Yeah.
so stay away from him.
He's a Band-Aid player.
He was like, what, 14, 15 last year?
He not bad, but
Yeah, no.
that was the best case scenario.
Yeah.
And that's not happening.
It's only
again.
downhill from there, especially this year. So, if you have him, that sucks. Alright, next up,
Move on from him, please.
this man,
Sir Kenny Galladay.
Kenny Galladay.
He sucks. Nah, he doesn't suck. He's awesome. I love.
No, he's
Kenny
very good.
Galladay. Just Daniel Jones sucks.
That's also true. You know,
Yes.
it's hard to succeed when you got a guy of Danny Dimes' caliber throwing to you. I don't see it working out too well. And you said it like the other day. Even though it's not.
I mean,
crowded,
we don't
it is
know because
crowded.
look what happened with Josh Allen.
Yeah, I know.
You never could really tell.
Yeah, but Josh Allen had like progressed.
Yeah, he had flashes.
Yeah.
Daniel Dimes,
He's
Daniel
been-
Dimes has regressed.
He's been consistently bad.
He sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I laughed when when they drafted him.
Me too. Even when he's playing good, it's not.
I
that
took the
great.
video and sent it to Dan, and I was like, "How do you feel knowing that your Giants took Daniel Jones?" And I was actually saying they should have taken. Sorry, brain damage just kicking in.
Ah, that's all right. Happens to the best of us.
Yes.
You know what? We'll come back to you.
It's a dude that was partying at the strip club. What's his dude's name? He was on the
Johnny Manziel.
no. Oh my God! How am I forgetting this, dude? He was on the Redskins.
Oh, Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, I was like, why didn't they draft Dwayne Haskins?
Yeah. Well,
He would have been better if he was
They all suck.
on the Giants than he would have been on the
he's on the Steelers now.
Redskins or the Washington football team.
Yeah. But whatever. Kenny's hit or miss this year, so we'll see. Yeah. I don't
Most
know.
likely miss.
Yeah, we stay away from
It's
him.
not that he's going to be bad on the field. He's just going to be bad in the fantasy
Yeah.
landscape.
Like Kenny's a great wide receiver 1. He's phenomenal. He's so talented. Daniel Jones sucks.
It's going to be similar to when Alshon Jeffrey went to the Birds.
Next up. Anybody in the Texans backfield. You know, like,
It speaks for itself.
yeah, like
We
come
can
on.
make fun of them for an entire 2 weeks straight and still not get everything out, dude.
Literally, I don't even know where to start. You got Philip Lindsay, David Johnson, Mark
Mark
Ingram,
Ingram.
and Rex Burkhead. You can't predict it.
Is that
one.
it? Isn't there someone else?
I don't think so. I think that's it. But you can't even predict who's going to start. I mean, yeah, you can probably count out Rex Burkhead.
And Mark Ingram.
Yeah, but
It's
like
going to be Lindsey and Johnson.
I would start Philip Lindsay. David Johnson is washed. Safe to say washed.
Oh, Duke Johnson's in there too.
Is he still?
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he's
kinda
still
forgot
there.
about- Wow, that's ridiculous then.
I think. Where else would he be? He
I
stinks
don't know.
too.
I kind of forgot about him, to be honest with you. Jeez, yeah, stay away from that. That's brutal. That speaks for itself. You really don't have to say much. Next up,
This is going to get hate. Not that we have anyone that actually watches these
we
things.
have 22 subscribers. 3 of them probably watch.
One of them probably watches about 15 times over again.
That would be me, actually.
Josh Jacobs.
Do you want
Josh Jacobs.
to? Okay. All right.
No, I'm just kidding. Kenyon Drake. It's gonna take. I'm not worried about it. I mean, Josh Jacobs is gonna take most of the valuable snaps, anything that really matters. But
Yeah. He's gonna.
I mean, still,
digress a
dude,
bit.
he's gotten worse, and plus,
Well, he's gotten better technically.
he's a DUIer, dude. He's
That
a
is
loser.
true. Isn't Melvin Gordon a DUI too?
Yes, he is. He's
Yeah.
a loser too. Oh, notice the two guys that are on
Look
the
at that.
losers list.
Don't DUI.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, it's turned into a good message.
It is a good message because they're losers.
Josh Jacobs has, he has rookie year, finished 14th. Last year finished 8th. He went up.
That
Well,
last
he's-
year was just like
It was super
so
inconsistent.
yeah,
But he's gonna go down a little bit this year.
it's not going to be by much. It's more like I would sell on him. If you're in a league
Yeah.
and there's any kind of casuals, they'll see that 8. He finished 8th, and they'll be like, "Wow, I could use a guy like that."
Let me get that.
Yeah, and then you ship him off to them.
Yeah, he's going down a bit this year. Just know that. Next up, Raheem Mostert.
He has kind of been irrelevant for the past year.
Yeah, I mean, he was injured.
he kicked ass in the Super Bowl,
Oh, for sure.
but
After that, injured last year. You can't
Dude's
predict that
so
backfield.
old.
He's old. Yeah, it's just, especially dynasty. Don't touch Raheem Mostert. It's not
please,
worth it.
if you're going to go anything in that backfield, go one of the 2 running backs they drafted this year.
Yeah, for real. All right, this next guy though, by now you gotta know. Even if you're a casual, you gotta know. Stay away from Devin Singletary.
Can we just talk about how they had him ranked higher than Madden had Devin Singletary having higher overall than Miles Sanders?
Yeah,
in Madden?
I know.
And then Josh Jacobs is like 88. This was like the start of last year, I think, though.
Kind of ridiculous, bro.
Dude, Miles Sanders, Josh Jacobs, I think are closer than people think. And talent.
Talent-wise, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but not production-wise at all. That's just because Miles is in a crappy situation, in my opinion.
Dude, he's one of the most electric players in the league.
Yeah, but all right, Devin Singletary.
Dude is the most like dude's got crazy long runs.
Yeah, but Devin Singletary. Why would you draft him in the first place? Zach Moss probably taking his job, like I said before. Yeah, bad. This guy I don't agree with. This is AJ's pick, but Deebo Samuel.
You don't agree, but you're trying to ship him off to everyone in our league.
Yeah, that's because I don't. I have the room to ship him off. I need a tight end badly, and my wide receiver room is stacked. I have 7 wide receivers. I still think Deebo is good for this year. That's why I think he has some worth.
Deebo is old.
25.
He's old, and he's not good. He was good. I actually liked Deebo. I was kind of mad they drafted Ayuk, just because I thought Deebo could have been that guy for him. But
Yeah, I think he's still. Really
I think
good.
he could. But dude, it's just hard with that offense. It's like there's so many options they could go to. They have how many running backs, and then they have Kittle and
It's
Ayuk
tough.
still.
I get it. I still think Deebo's talented. And
I think he's talented.
yeah, sure, sell him. You can. I'm selling him, but
Yeah, you could sell him
don't
for
discredit
sure.
him. He's still, If
I
you-
would wait to sell him though. Probably
Yeah.
until the season starts.
Yeah,
Wait
makes
for a
sense.
good game out of him.
for sure. Next up, Leonard Fournette.
Lenny.
Great in playoffs, but come on. I mean, you don't know where that's
The
going.
investment's not there.
Yeah, for real. Especially dynasty wise.
Kenyon Drake has a larger contract than Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
And I know it's because they want that whole super team going along, but
I mean,
the team investment's not there.
Dude,
Even with Ronald Jones, they really could replace any of those running backs and they would be still a contender.
yeah. I mean, you can't even predict that one either. They're gonna start it's gonna be weekly.
Yes.
I think.
In a best ball league, I think you could have either of those guys and do well, just because any week in and week out they could just go crazy.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I'd stay away from Leonard Fournette this year. I had him and I traded him. Very happy. All right, next up, this guy, James Conner. I personally think he's a bum. I think Chase Edmonds is, Chase Edmonds is their guy this year, I think. James Conner was good 1 year, and then last year he was just, I cannot take him. He was good at the start of the season. Fell off hard. I think he's I don't know. I don't like. Like his talent's just not there. You know.
I think his injuries kind of just build up. I love the guy off the field. He's a great dude. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Battled cancer.
Yeah.
Overcame that.
Talking on the field though.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. He's I don't think the talent's there. Not the talent, more so like the production. I think the talent's still there. It's just the production's not going to come with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Off the field though, we love the guy. Great human being. Next up, J.D. McKissick. I put him on here because they're gonna involve Antonio Gibson a lot more in the passing game, and that's the only part that J.D. contributed to. So
I disagree. I think McKissick can still be a start at the flex spot.
I wouldn't put him there though.
Depending on how rough your team is.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't think McKissick's bad. I don't think he's a bad player.
But I don't think he's going to have nearly the production he had last year.
I think, if anything, they're going to toss him out wide. I think they're going to get Gibson and McKissick a lot.
Yeah, they could. Or like a two-back.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think I put him in the slot, dude.
Slot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. I mean,
he's a great ball catcher, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Or they could put Gibson in the slot.
Yeah. Well, I like Antonio Gibson as a receiving back, too.
Dude, he played receiver in college.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And they want him in that passing game. So, I don't know. Personally, I think his worth is going to decrease a little bit, and I would.
No, it will, but
I wouldn't really take him, but teach their own, Next up, Nelson Aguilar. Do you want to explain?
Yes, I would like to explain.
Okay.
I loved Aguilar coming out of USC, and then he got drafted to the Eagles, and I had very high expectations for him, and then he fucking sucked. Except for 2017, he was alright.
Yeah, 2017 was nice.
But all the Eagles bias aside, I was glad to see him do well in New England, or on the Raiders.
Yeah.
And then, him going to New England. I mean, Cam's not going to throw the ball to him very often, dude. Like,
the thing I was always saying is, like, Cam's number one target throughout his career was a tight end. That's where he looks. And now they have two of those guys that are they're great tight ends. I don't think Cam Newton's going to be looking out wide a lot.
Not for Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
Nelson
he's
Aguilar
not a number one receiver, dude.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, at best, a 3. Like, seriously.
For real. I mean, even look at the threes. Like, you got Michael Gallup, who's a 3. Oh my God,
I'll take Gallup over
significant difference
Aguilar
right there. Yeah,
any day of the week.
Literally, you got Aguilar, who's a 1, and Gallup as a 3. That's like a sin, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why Gallup's out of there. I was kind of pissed about Eric picking up Gallup today.
Oh yeah, I was with him when he did that.
What was he saying about that?
Well, I told him Denzel Mims was a free agent. And I was like, yeah, your roster kind of sucks, so if you want a wide receiver, you can help yourself. And then he saw Gallup, and he was like, oh, I'm going to take Gallup because he's going to be out of there next year. And I was like...
Because I told him that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Come on, Eric. Next up.
Just kidding, I didn't tell him that. Maybe I did. I said it before, but I don't know if I specifically said it to him.
Well, use that information. John Brown. Why John Brown, AJ?
Well,
I know why, but
I've liked John Brown his whole career too. Dude, he's awesome. When he was with the Ravens, he won me a few games in fantasy back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the guy, he's like, if whenever I've needed something out of John Brown, whether it be in Dynasty or, redraft, dude has always delivered for me, but, it's the Raiders, man.
Yeah.
Players go to die there.
I know.
Especially
He's
receivers.
31 now, too.
I know. He doesn't have the same speed as he once did.
He's still super quick. I mean, I've been watching those tapes.
Yeah, but they have a lot of young guys, and I feel like they're going to want to have the young guys out on the field more than having the older guys. I mean, you look at his comparables, and the guys that are on the Raiders now and their comparables, I mean, they had other guys that were on the Raiders in the past, like, I'll throw a name out there. Rod Streeter. Do you remember Rod Streeter?
I do remember Rod Streeter.
They bring in these guys
Man,
and
that's a name.
They do it for. I almost feel like they do it as like a coach up way to coach up some of the younger guys, like Evelyn Crabtree.
Like a mentor type thing.
Yeah, like exactly. You know, you got a fast guy in Ruggs.
Yeah.
You had a fast guy in John Brown.
Right.
So like kind of when Crabtree went in.
Plus John Brown's got fantastic footwork. I mean, you could learn a lot from that guy.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, like they get guys that have similar play styles, similar, like just comparables really.
You know,
and but what I was saying with Crabtree and Amari Cooper and them, like it's just they try to do whatever they can for their players, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I didn't even talk about John Brown. I'm sorry, I went off a complete tangent. No, John Brown. I don't think he's there to be the number one guy. I think they're expecting some of the younger guys to step up. That's really what I was trying to say. Sorry.
Yeah. Well. Don't take John Brown. He's going to be a mentor this year. But that wraps it up. That's our place. Stay away from. Do with that information what you will.
You can make fun of us. You can laugh at us, dislike the video, and just give us any kind of feedback.
I would listen to us, but whatever.
Or don't listen to us, but I would listen to us.
Yeah. All right.
Or don't. Or you could listen to us. Or don't. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. All right, that wraps it up.